Hello everybody, I'm doing some more side content. And then tomorrow we get to do some more MSQ with Mr. Ragnolf. So let's see how much we could get done before we have to meet him tomorrow. Let's see. And I picked up some Monk or Pugilist and Thaumaturge quests, the level 20 of each. So we can definitely go do those. Okay, and this one's in that's Eastern Thanalan. And where's this one at? This one's in Western Thanalan. So of course they're not going to be in the same spot. Hi Ragnolf. Thank you for stopping by. Aw, good puppy. Square ass shield. My offhand is fucking okay. Shit. Colossal boulder. Hot. Ah, Bear, so good of you to come. My Rogadin friend here is the warrior I mentioned back at the ossuary. Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I would go with you, but with my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. Nothing. Did you uncover anything incriminating? A staff, a book, and a bracelet. The blood has yet slick in the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. The villain may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. I dare say your aura, saturated as it is with enticing etheric energy, will lure the Mage Slayer to the open. Have courage, Bear. Our burly companion stands ready to leap at your aid. Right. Lollipop. Hey, come on. Take it, bud. Ah! Almost knocked over my laptop. Soul Sucker Imp. I'd rather get something else sucked. Bro, it's not my fault he sucks and dies. That's not fair. How can he heal himself? Hi, Pookie. How's the Pookie? It seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It is unfortunate that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboha with your trial but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Rogadin has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do? What to do? Surely the thaumaturges of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes. If I'm not mistaken, it fled into the little cave over there. Hurry now before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. Ooh-woo. I'm Cookabussy. Cactar Jack? Hello, Cactar Jack. That is not Kokobussy. Well, it is Kokobussy, but a Kokobussy possessed by the void scent that escaped from Mormo's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energy of all those slain thaumaturges. And you, my dear mana-rich bear, were to be next! I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met! A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However, did you see through it? Hey, Seven. Thanks for the water. I am Cookie Bursty's brother. How could I not? It is time I destroyed you, Mormo, and put a stop to these sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. A coward like you? Destroying me? Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead, you aimed for the knife. Fear strays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. Poor spineless thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Kokobussy's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as an equal. What a shame that he must now stand against you. It pains me to admit, but there is some truth to the creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teachings. Return to the ossuary and report to the completion of your trial, Bear. I will remain here for the time and gather my thoughts. Damn Cookabussy. Foiled by the Bussy. Hey, doing a bit after work lurking? Well, thank you for the lurk. Hey, Dana. This quest makes no sense. Hi. Hello, Mr. Gila Monster. Let's see. Aru, hi, Ragnall. Survived my double shift, and here I am. Goddamn double shift. No, thank you. But welcome in. Relaxed. Take your shoes off. Watch me do some random shit. Like apparently fight Amazing Bussy. Isn't there like 4,000 songs or some shit in this game? And it's insane. Let me check the flames today. Lightning rock, wind foul feathers, potion of dexterity, velveteen sugarloaf hat, English hard leather gloves. I'll show you hard leather. There's no way there's 4K, but there are a lot. That's what happens when the composer does a lot of. Yeah, I thought I heard there's like 4,000 or some shit. Oh, hello. I see you there. Steel mint gauntlets. I did one of those, I'm sure. Hugs. Oh my god, you have a wolf tail. And horn? What? Double horn? You're very wolfy. I mean, I assume it's all glamour anyway. And painted nails. Look at the shoes. Those are so cute. I could change if you want. No, I mean... That's cool. I just didn't know you could have 2 horns as a Hrothgar. Unless that's, like a headpiece. Can you help me read my Roman numerals? I can't read them. What is... That's 6 and 7. Oh my god, 6, 7. God damn it. No. Thank you for the follow. You made that joke in my stream and then they never shut up again. You know, notification sounds are actually working, and then now suddenly they're not. Okay, never mind. There we go. I turned into a cherry blossom? Neat. Oh, Oogway. From Kung Fu Panda. What is it now? Can't you leave a feeble old man in peace? Here's some hornet stingers, bro. Thal's balls! These are hornet stingers. You trained as I once did out in Drybone? Those hornet clouds were right pesky buggers. I fair lost account of the times they stung me, though I remember the places well enough. The pain was nigh unbearable, but I always stood my ground. Ah, the memories of my younger days come flooding back. What I wouldn't give to relive them. Bear, I want you to fight me. Right here, right now. Make me remember what it's like to be a young man. To have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Okay, 1 second. What's your favorite class so far? I mean, I have a couple. Oh, right, I remember this. He's like really weak and pathetic, and you actually level him up, if I remember right. I'm gonna kick him in the balls. I was kind of hoping that would kill him. Yes! It's starting to come back to me! You won't have it so easy this round, Bear. You know, he's back for the elderly. You kick him in the balls again. Yes! Yes, my strength returns! Come on, let's go at it one more round. Again. I feel so alive. Gods, I haven't felt this invigorated since forever. When I'm fighting you, it's as though I'm fighting my younger self. Perhaps there's still hope for those old bones. I'll take my comeback yet, see if I don't. God, what are you doing, old man? Learning how to walk? It's Riku! You're Regfor Wild Axe. Oh, White Axe, not Wild Axe. Ain't none called me that in ages. Nay, not since the day you defeated me on the Blood Sands. I gave up prize fighting after that for the humiliation, but it weren't long till I found a place in the Alacran. Your boy Rukuda works for me now. Imagine me surprised when I learned he used to train under the mighty Holy Fist. The Holy Fist ain't nothing but a name these days, so I'm told. How do you sleep at night knowing how flaccid you've become? Don't worry, I'll make him hard. What is with me and old men in this game? Fuck. Of course, if you're having trouble nodding off, we could always try a whiff of Somnus. I'll even give you a complimentary sample. But like it as not, a daughter in old Sar like you won't ever wake up again, guy. Shut your mouth, Wegfar. I'll shut it for you. Now, let's be civilized for a moment, eh? We're old friends after all, and friends help each other out. You mentioned making a comeback just now. If you're serious about it, I'd be glad to lend you a helping hand. By way of motivation, yeah. How's about we have us a rematch? Of course, I'd take place in public, just like old times. Oh, and there should be a fight in purse as well. Let's say the winner gets the Pugilist Guild. What? That's ridiculous, Master. You're not obliged to take him up on this. This must be your little nursemaid. Rest assured, after I've taken over the guild, I'll keep her on as me personal assistant. Gross. Do you really mean to fight him? Have no fear, Chichudo. Master. Bear, I don't mean to put undue pressure on you, but the fate of the guild rests upon your shoulders. I don't believe this. Listen to me, Chichudo. I know I could do this. I just need Bear to keep getting stronger, and he's been doing so far. Fighting him reminds me of who I used to be. I'm confident I could be that man again. So, in Tank, I do like Dark Knight. I've played a lot of Paladin too, and I know I'll like Gunbreaker because I love Final Fantasy VIII. It's just weird that they made it a tank. In Attack, honestly, like I like Dragoon because like I'm a big fan of the Dragoon class in general. And Dragoon and Ninja was what I would play, but the Samurai is pretty cool, and I haven't gotten high enough to try Reaper or Viper on my other character. And I'm not super big on like any of the ranged classes, as far as I know. Like I definitely didn't play a lot of Bard. Machinist was alright, and I know Dancer can be good with the dance partner. And I'm always afraid to do healing in this game. Gunbreaker is effectively a 3 DPS in a trench coat. I play a lot of... It plays a lot like a DPS despite being a tank. Yeah, that I feel like it's weird that that they made it a tank. If you're feeling apprehensive about this rematch business, I don't blame you. I'm not blind to reality. If you were to face Wegfar as I am now, I'd be down for the count in a matter of heartbeats, if not lying dead in a pool of my own blood. But I'm determined to win, and I can with your help. Your presence sets my fighting spirit to raging, Bear. So, Keep at your training. I promise to do the same. When you've grown stronger, return here, and we'll both continue our lessons. I can't desynthesize that. I swear each time I see you, remind me more of my younger self. This way, you like to transform into a handsome devil before the moon's over. I'm already handsome. What the fuck you talking about? Now then, I believe you're here to learn. Unfortunately, I'm in no condition to teach. This is rather embarrassing to admit, but in my eagerness to prepare for the big rematch, I've overtrained and thrown my back out. I tell you, old age is hell. I fear Chichudo will have to tend to you in my stead. Seems the prospect of facing his old rival has lit a venerable fire under Master Hamon's backside. I am so relieved to see that he has a purpose again. The trick now is to keep a lid on his zeal, at least he answered himself. But let us speak of your lesson. When you're ready, come and meet me at Little Alamigo. I have a challenge in mind that you are certain to find stimulating. I don't think I'm interested. I don't swing that way. I returned from Agile. Welcome back. Damn, you're like a fucking oh, wait. Oh, that's Astrologian. You're like a priest. Thaumaturge. Kokobuha. Ah, Bear. Kokobuki has advised me on your adventures. It seems the Mage Slayer slithered away, but your stint in the Swordsman was nonetheless successful. Consider this chapter complete. Your time with our tome of teachings is at an end. Well, to be absolutely accurate, there is an addendum with additional advice, but Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into the diabolical depths. I do not yet deign to die. You understand. I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortune. I have yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of thaumaturgy demand I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike, minimal risk, and victory was all but assured. How many more will suffer for my hesitation and my cowardice? There will likely be some time, however, before our Mormo resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Voidsen will seek new hunting ground where Kokobusi's face is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I may devote this time to considering my next course of action. Pray lead me to my musings there. Okay. Check my saddlebag. You can have this. You can also have these fucking meats too, like. I haven't turned in the pears yet, from what I was doing last night. can desynthesize that either. Ah, Bear, I saw you coming this time. I've been more watchful since Kokobuki told us about that dreadful business with Kokobushi. We must locate the unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. But Kokobuki is not his usual unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. Terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Bear, long have I agonized over Kokobushi's plight, and the measures I might take to extricate him from it. It would not do to call upon my thaumaturge colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Teachings from the yawning abyss will allow for no other alternative. There is, however, one tiny glimmer of hope. I've had word that the scholars who requested the destruction of Mormozern have returned from their expedition. They are currently in Camp Drybone, blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched Voidsent. I would ask that you go to these experts of otherworldly phenomenon and beg permission to pursue their work. Okay, so Drybone and Little Alamigo. Ah, water. They're like in the hello, sir. Where the other dudes I gotta talk to? Good night, Pookie. Boy, am I ever confused. Ah, okay. Fuck. Runic! Freeze up and ride your goofy foot too fast. You know, we like to ride off the hook, off the deep, and rolls, rise up, and rock that perfect 10. Hi, Runic. Hi, Raiders. I'm Bear With You, the Bear With You. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I stream single-player story-driven content. I'm doing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep in the afternoon, and on the nighttime I do some side content of Final Fantasy XIV, which I do the main story on the weekend, so that would be tomorrow with my good friend Ragnolf. One day you will figure it out, maybe. What were you doing? And do I got any mods in here to give Runic a nice shout out? So what? So do you, so stuff. Final Fantasy XIV rating, do you? Do you want me to tell you how to get more keybinds and control? You mean like all this? No. I've been waiting for you, Bear. Today your training will be to prepare for Master Homon's training. Sure, okay. I brought with me a set of striking dummies, and I want you to deploy them at certain locations. Least you think this task to be drudgery, the locations are rife with peril. Your skills will not most certainly be pushed to the test. By way of advice, if you must approach dangerous fiends, lightness of foot is your greatest ally. Off with you now, Bear. Go set up those striking dummies. I shall await your return. Well, you get more than that? Shout out. Runic. Go follow Runic. He's, you know, he's a pretty angry kitty, but he could be nice sometimes. Do you get double? I mean, I don't know if I need that until I really need that. Is it because this is R1 and then there's like L2 as well? I mean L1? Let me in! So the way it works is you have the one that is L1 and R1 and then the directional key. Yeah. Well, they start you off with R1. And then you have double tap L1 and doing double tap. And then you have L1 and R. And so they just have a, so there's like way more. Damn. Maybe you have to turn it on, and you have to turn it on. Really? You get kicked in the balls. Ah! Oh, that's not good. If you want to see, go to character config and the tab with the 2 D-pads, and then go to the cross tab. Like I said, I'll worry about that once I actually fill up all these, which I don't think is going to be for a while. Those could probably be good for like class shortcuts, which I don't know if I remember how to set those up. Why the fuck do I gotta make striking dummies all the way over here? Wait, all the way at Karn? Okay, time to lurk so I can finish up and stuff. Alright, have a good lurk. Thank you for stopping by. Bro, she's trying to fucking kill me. Hit the bird, not me, asshole. Excellent work, Bear. All that's left is to have Master Hamon come and train. Oh, that's why we set those up. What are you doing here? That adventurer is negative influence on Master Hamon. I'm going to see that he never bothers him again. What are you talking about? Barry's the best thing that's happened to Master in years. If you want a piece of him, you'll need to deal with me, too. Why, Rukuda, why are you so bent on bringing down Master Hamon and seeing the guild in ruins? You have it all wrong. I'm doing this for Master's own sake. It is true I left the guild for a shock of seeing Master in that pathetic state, and it's true I got involved with some unsavory types, but where else was I supposed to go? Me, a refugee without a guild to his name. But for all the ungrateful things I've done, I've never forgotten how Master Hamon took me in and instructed me in the ways of the fist. This is why I want him to give up his foolish notion of facing Wegfar. Blah. I don't know what that man... You don't know that man like I do, Chichito. Should this fighting come to pass, I fear Master won't walk away with his life. It doesn't matter that Master has grown weak and feeble. I just want him to live, even if it means having him swallow his pride. Oh, Rukuda, why didn't you just say so? But now that I know your mind, I can say with confidence that you have no cause to fear. Barry is not the plague that you think he is. It's his will to succeed that's inspiring Master to gain his former strength. And when the day of the rematch finally comes, I've no doubt that he will wallop the odious Wegfar to the 7th hell and back. I pray you're right, but whatever happens, I know that I cannot help you. Not where I am. Chichito, Bear, and I leave Master Hamon in your care. Gods, that felt liberating. Trading blows with Rukuda and learning his true agenda, a great burden has been lifted on my chest. Let us return to the guild, Bear. You've had your training, and now it's time for Master Hamon's. Alright, give me a second, chat. Alright, chat, I'm back. Let me get this screen down so you can see. There we go. So basically just gotta get back to ODOT. So, where's this mission? The pub no longer. Hi, Toffee. Just wanted to say hi before bed. Alright, have a wonderful night, Toffee. I hope to see you in the morning. Welcome back, Bear. I'm told you kindly set up the dummies for me. But gods, man, did you have to put them in such dangerous places? To make matters worse, Tachuto's hidden my grog and says I won't see a drop of it till I finish training. How is a man supposed to loosen my phlegm now? Hope you enjoy your game, Bear. Aw, thank you, Toffee. That girl would make a fine guildmaster when time comes. I heard about Rurukuda as well, of course. For all his shortcomings, the boy has a good heart. But, while his concern is touching, I won't run from Wegfar. Not today, and not ever. On that note, I'd best get ready for my little jaunt to Little Alamigo. If I can't face down a few mindless beasts, I'm in no shape to challenge Wegfar. Don't suck off, Bear. I'll leave you in my dusty wake. Good night. In here, have a heated blanket. Aww. That's so nice. Have a good stream. I'll be lurking. Alright, Nico. Thank you for the lurk. I'm pleased to say I managed to find and thrack all of the dummies. You did well to deploy them where you did, son. Thanks to you, I almost got killed several times. But what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, and I'm feeling stronger than I have in ages. As a matter of fact, I reckon I'm not far from regaining my former strength. My last step will get me there, and I'll take it by having another bout with you, Bear. I want you to meet me out in the Sangoli Desert at a settlement called Forgotten Springs. That place is home to the most luscious Mikote maidens this side of Eorzea. Gods, I can't wait to take in their lovely forms again. So he's just horny, got it. Hi, Jet. Do you have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormon? Here you go. The history on Earth and the ruins of still depict the suffering wrought by a singularly powerful Voidsent, the cunning and terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the Belogard citizens, found her very essence drawn forth and trapped within the ensconced pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shatter the urn and thus destroy Mormo's inner spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous Voidsent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded such a host should be a swift and decisive demise. This explains Mormo's fixation on Thaumaturge's side. Kokobusi's body provided little arcane sustenance for the weakened Voidsent, forcing her to prey upon richer resources of aether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove most vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope our poor sibling has. Pray hand his work over to Kokobigo. I shall be along momentarily. This is a work devoted to studying that nasty Voidsent. I should hope it provides some hint of salvation. Kokobuki, these passages are not but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Kokobusi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that poses as our eldest brother? What of avoiding the threats, of eliminating the risk? Is that not how we Thaumaturges do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. It pains me to even suggest it, but we should strike now, Kokobuki, while the Voidsent is yet feeble. I share that self-same sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers, for my solution is thus. In return for releasing Kokobusi from Mormo's thrall, I will offer the Voidsent the chance to glut herself on my mana. You cannot. That succubus will drain you a lifeless husk, and such a feast will awaken her terrible magics. And well of my power is vast, I wager Mormo's thirst will be slacked before my spirit fully runs dry. And the newly enslaved Voidsent, she will then face the combined wrath of Bear and 4 guildmasters of thaumaturgy. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of potential potency? We have always avoided adversaries against whom we held no advantage. The fault lies with me. Either I have encouraged such avoidance and taught only the wisdom of certain victory. It is time we learned the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. And it is you, Bear, that I ask to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in a yawning abyss, one that is customary hidden from newer members. Undertake the trial found within, and show my brothers what it means to be brave. How can you ask such a thing of poor Bear, when even his guild masters have yet to attempt this ghastly test? The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Better once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson of true final chapter, meet us in the hallowed hall of Thal's Respite. El Camp Drybone. I regret having to drag you into our family troubles, but I am confident that with the many and terrible trials you have visited already, you will prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a single thaumaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. Let the trial commence. Gotcha, bitch. And they can't do that? Hefe, thank you for the 3-stream streak, buddy. Nice cake. I cannot stop shaking, but I think this may actually be excitement. Do you see now, my brothers? With the primal energies of thaumaturgy at your command, there is no threat which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Kakubushi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. Well, I thank you. It seems we have been wasting our potential. I would have never believed it possible for a mate to show such courage and live. What a wonder bear was. I feel my fingers itching to fling fire with fury. Imagine, my siblings, what towering enemies you might topple should you stand firm together. Thank you, Bear. Your inspiring display of magecraft has sent the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. Let us now return to the guild and discuss what is to come. Awoo. Yes, he's a good puppy. He's a very good puppy. And I gotta go to Forgotten Springs. And so I'm doing another 12-hour stream in like 11 days, 9 days. I'm gonna be doing Resident Evil 5 with Regal Rat for 12 hours. I'm probably gonna do what I did and discount some subs since it is a special occasion. Another 12 hours of discount gift subs. This landscape takes me back, it does. Sand as far as the eyes can see, crystal clear spring waters cooling your feet, scantily clad lasses giggling as they bathe and frolic. Can't I have scantily clad men instead? Fuck. Well, I remember these things, but my body has forgotten the seamless combinations that earned me the epithet of Holy Fist. That's where I'd have you enter, Bear. Sparring with you is what first got me back into the swing of things. Now it's time to finish the job. But before we begin, some warming up is in order. I want you to take yourself across the dunes to the south and defeat 5 sandworms. I'll be waiting for you here. What? Don't I need to warm up too? Oh, don't you worry. I had mine long before you arrived. Those enormous buggers never knew what hit them. If you don't want to be the outdone by this old man, you'd best run along and give them more of the same. Ah, it's so bright and hot in here. Aw, I love that kiss emote. Thanks, Ko-Fi Bear. If anybody wants to help fund my PS5, that's what my Ko-Fi is for. Better stream quality and more games. And a portion of what I make is going to go into that as well. Edric, gotcha, Ragnall. See, now you get to experience some of the other classes' quests by watching me. Ah, so you've seen to the sandworms? Marvelous. Now the real training can begin. Thanks to you, I've managed to get most of my stamina back. I'm confident that I can go the distance with the fittest of them. But if I'm to defeat Wegfar, I'll need more than just endurance. I'll need to remember how each strike transitions to the next, and you're going to help refresh my memory by pummeling the sense back into me. And I hope Hefe can play with us sometime. But he's probably on Oceania servers. I don't know if you can change server, like, between, like, North America and stuff like that. I can't see which ones I'm supposed to be doing on him because of the fucking stupid... this! Okay, I guess it's Snap Punch. He's gonna drown. I'm gonna go over and teabag him. I've got it. As a river flows to the sea, heedless of all that bars its path, so too must our combinations be. Oh, that even rhymes. Thank you, Bear. The raging torrent of your blows has been a strike of lightning to my brain case. I remember everything. Master, it's Wegford. The man is back in Ul'dah, and he's demanding that you fight him now. So it begins. Very well. I will go to settle the score with Wegford. He will be the first to know that the Holy Fist has returned. What a formidable team you all shall make. Kokobigo, Kokobani, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Bear. Even Mormo must wither before the onslaught of your combined thaumaturgy. But before we engage the Voidsent, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unleash their ingrained incantations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless thaumaturgy is as a beacon to us all. Fortune has favored us, Bear. Kokobusi has been spotted at Vesper Bay. We cannot let this opportunity pass by us. Head there with all due haste, and with you, take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerism. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. How can Hamon be there and over here at the same time? That's just straight up bunny lightning. Oh, because it's Wegfar over here. I didn't expect you to come so soon, if at all. You sure you want to go ahead with this? I'm a man of reason, and I'd sooner not have to hurt you. Just give up now, and we can put an end to this murmurous farce. You can live out the rest of your days in peace. The only murmurous farce I see is a man trying to squirm out of his own self-wrought challenge. Well, I'm going to make you the same offer. Walk away, and you won't get hurt. They say Hamon Holyfist is going to perform his legendary technique. Right here on the avenue? Is it safe? Let's see, angels rob you of your wits as well as your strength. Well, if you're so eager for pain, who am I to deny it to you? Just remember, there ain't no going back once your head goes flying. Just like old times, eh, Wegfar? Hurrah! Did you see that? Because I sure as hell didn't. He was so fast. Is that a pipe? No, this can't be. I refuse to be beaten by a senile fool. Get your asses out here, all you. Because you're wondering that was Pluto. Just a draft of it, and your body turns hard as iron. Not even blades can pierce it. Stubborn bugger. Ruakuda, but why? I refuse to fight on the side of cheats. Say your prayers to whatever gods you keep. By the time I'm finished, not even your mothers will recognize you. Hi, Josh. I give you big hugs and loves, buddy. Guys, just stand in there. You did it, Master Hamon. You won! Master. No, Chichiro, we won. This victory wasn't mine alone. Holy fisticuffs, that was incredible. You wiped the avenue with those crooks. I'm going to tell my grandchildren tales of what happened here. Our work here is done. Let's all go home to the guild. Tiny Dragoon. I don't know how any Lalafell could do anything considering they're so fucking tiny. Their weapons are just as small. I want to thank you again, Bear. It's because of you I was able to rekindle my fighting spirit and conquer my demons. Perhaps even more importantly, Rurokuda's come to his senses, and Chikudo's back to her bubbly self. Please forgive me, Master. I'll have no more to do with the Alacran. I will roam the land till I find myself and strive to become a great pugilist like you. You've only just returned and you're leaving us already? I don't suppose there's odd I can say that will change your mind. Even if you ever want company for a sparring partner, know that you're always welcome here. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. Go well, my boy. There's not a doubt in my mind that it will do me proud. Hi, Bacon. Drink, bitch? Okay. Thank you for the water. As for you, Bear, your combinations were a sight to behold, and right painful to receive. In helping me in my training, you've become to your own as a pugilist. You've grown strong, Bear, but your journey as a pugilist is far from over. To get as far as I have, you'll have to overcome many and more trials and tribulations. But whatever challenges threaten to block your way, I'm confident that you'll be able to blaze yourself a path. As long as your spirit burns bright as your fists would fly, as long as your spirits burn bright and your fists fly with conviction, there's nothing you can't achieve. I am the living proof. Forge onward, young one, and create a legend for yourself, never to be forgot. Tell me, do you know of Professor Eric? He's a scholar of ours in military history whose genius is second to none, and he is among our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haughty, but never mind all that. The man spends more gil on a moon's research than most people see in a lifetime, hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying lands plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep man away, unless intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever his reasons, should the professor meet an untimely fate, we will be unable to collect the gil he has borrowed. What's thus the interest? Oh, and it would be a terrible loss for the academic community, and so on and so forth. Yes, yes. The point is, the man must need to be guarded. To that end, I set a monk of Alamigo to see his safety. But it turns out the bloody oaf has no work ethic about him, just like an Alamigan. Wow. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels endangered, and so he has demanded we assign him a new bodyguard. That's why I am so glad to see you, Bear. The professor is awaiting a new escort as we speak, and I like it for you to be you. You're yet a mere pugilist. Perhaps this task would provide some insight into what it would be monkhood does around here. Make for Goldsmith's Guild and there seek out the good Professor Eric. The professor claims he will pay his debt and the fees for his protection once his research is complete. See it to the investment doesn't end up under the paw or in the maw of some nasty beast. Ah, my punch-prone manservant, I presume? You may and shall call me Eric. You're to guard my life, even at the cost of your own, and aid in my revolutionary research whenever and however asked. Know that I primarily endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old through the ethereal analysis of ancient battlegrounds. I assume the words conjure in your simple mind romantic images of vast plains and open valleys with armies charging blindly at one another. False. I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they made camp and marched. No doubt you think such lines to be those sung in the Song of Bards. False. They are here, beneath our very feet, and to find them and determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. No doubt you jumped at the chance to aid my work. Tell me, which of my treatises have you read? All of the... None. Gods, I knew you adventurers had a reputation for being unliterate. I didn't know you actually made efforts to remain so. It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence, unlike the Wittergelt buffoon. The man proved to be a sloth itself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool was too busy opening his chakra or whatever it is these barbarians do all day. I admit, he seems keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone off to 12 nowhere and has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Good, good. You showed that much promise at least, but let us speak more of my work. Our first destination is Silda excavation site in central Thanalan. I believe events of great importance to the history of Silda transpired there. Surely, if you have ears, you have heard of Silda. Or are you deaf as well as dull? Very well. I see you require some instruction. It would be remiss of me, as an academic, to allow you to wallow in such ignorance. Silda was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lalawufu's demise, or the King of Springs, as we know he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, Babel, fomented unrest among the people Babel, resulted in violent outbreaks throughout the kingdom. Soda was Babel, Sultan at the time Babel, distant descendant Babel, attack order Babel. And so Babel, irony of ironies Babel, had to be that for horse Babel. Fascinating, is it not? It is enough to convince one things could not have happened any other way. No? False. One among my colleagues agreed this with the interpretation of events. He claimed to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all trace of it disappeared before it was published. Mine own research shall unearth such an evidence should it truly exist. I shall know the truth. Granted, you are not the brightest coal in the brazier, but surely such a prospect entices even you. And so we make for Soda excavation site in central Thanalan. Travel the way before me to see that it's safe, and once they're set up this Aeromancer. And should you ever care to know more about Eorzean military history, do come and see me. It is a personal crusade of mine to guide the dullards of this realm towards the modicum of enlightenment. Damn, he is a dick. He really is. I fucking hate this guy. Did he say manservant? Yeah, he did. I fucking hate this dude. Level 5 quest, and I'm level 24. Goddamn, I'm really striking on these. That's a crown back there. Hello. Oh, Bear, I honestly a bit surprised to see you. Most newcomers find GG's evaluation so harsh that they never hear from them again. I'm so glad you didn't take him seriously when he said your copper wasn't fit for a chamber pot. I mean, really, it doesn't even make sense. You could make a chamber pot out of anything. Anyway, I hope you've been working hard because your next task won't be nearly as easy as the last. Listen well, Bear. I want you to make 3 copper gorgets. For this, you'll need copper ingots, which are very inconveniently learned to make last time. Now, I directed you to purchase ore from Eston before, but there are other ways to obtain it. You could dig it up yourself, or perhaps befriend a lonely miner and convince him to share some with you. However you choose to obtain the materials, I'm sure you'll put them to good use. Three copper gorgets. Bitch, you didn't tell me I need leather. I need more copper ore. Okay, so I need 6 copper ingots. Plagiarism! Well, in my opinion, Gorgets, your Gorgets are gorgeous, Garahorn, or, wait, I meant grotesque, ungodly, and affront to the gods themselves, for shame. Beg your pardon, Bear. I'm afraid that constructive criticism isn't one of Gigi's strong points. But where was I? Ah, yes. Your Gorgets are well made, strong, and functional. And that's the least they should be, as they're meant to protect the one's throat. When it comes to basic pieces like these, we don't have much creative freedom, which is ironic because it's jewelry, not head armor. So it wouldn't actually give you defense, I don't think. I think it does give you a little bit of defense, but also the Leatherworker Guild wanted you to cover up your throat too. When it comes to basic pieces like these, we don't have much creativity freedom. Still, it doesn't mean we should put less effort, especially since the techniques used to craft simple accessories are the same ones used to craft elaborate ones. Now then, you've earned how to handle your hammer, but there's another tool I'd like you to get acquainted with. With this grinding wheel, you'll be able to... It'll find it easier to add finishing touches when you craft. Try using it and you'll see what I mean. Keep your nose to the grinding wheel and you'll be ready for your next challenge in no time. Pretty sure, yeah, all my shit's better anyway. Give me the money. Ah, shit. I'm so sorry, sir. Please don't... Oh, it's only you, Bear. For a moment there, I thought my heart was about to fail me. I thought the angry miner had returned. Gigi wasn't pleased with the ore the miner brought in, you see, and he made his sentiment clear in the only way he knows how. There was mention of one miner's mother and an old goat. Ahem. Never mind at all. I have an urgent task for you. You've just received an order that a prodigious quantity of copper rings, and I'd like you to handle it. Now, this is an honest-to-God's commission, Bear. You'll have to satisfy a paying customer, not your kind and lovely guildmaster. But I believe that you can do more than simply satisfy. Now the customer's waiting, so you best get started on those copper rings. When you're ready, come and show them to me, just for good measure. What? You laying down? You dead? Why you dead? Copper rings. So, are the rings ready yet? Yeah, here you go. Copper rings. I have seen worse. Oh, GG, but she always be so. Wait a minute. Did you just say that you've seen worse? Bear, that's as good as a compliment as coming from him. I mean, when you consider the scathing critic he usually is, perhaps the fact that he's not saying anything more insulting is a sign he likes it. After all, he's called your previous work utter garbage and an affront to gods themselves. I have expected him to call these rings abysmal failures. I probably should take this opportunity to teach you a thing or two about what you made. Copper rings are rings made out of copper. They can be used to make chains and chainmail. You probably already knew all that. Anyway, Bear, I would like you to deliver these rings to the client personally. I would handle it myself, but I believe it's very important that you learn how to deal with customers firsthand. The client is a Salt and Sword named Robert, who should be waiting outside the guild right about now. I told him he could wait inside, but he said he didn't want to distract the goldsmiths at their work. Not that I would mind a distraction like that. Hey, yo, you flirting with him? Hi, Serby. Hi, handsome. Yeah, they don't have silver ore here. Hydrate? Gotcha. Well, there goes a bottle. South Shroud Upper Paths mining. Okay. I desperately need new shoes. You're a goldsmith, aren't you? Did Mistress Serendipity send you? Yeah, here's your gold. Here's your copper rings, bro. Yes! These so serve nicely. Keeping the Sultana from harm is perilous before business, you see. And we Soul and Sword could never have enough supplies to keep our equipment in service condition. You may inform Serendipity that she can expect full payment soon, and that I send her my fondest regards. How'd it go, Bear? What did he say about me? I mean, about your work? Oh, anyway, seeing how well your first commission went, I have high hopes for those to come. In fact, why don't you speak with Eustace down at the quicksand and see that work is available for a goldsmith? Yes, I believe you're quite ready to handle commissions independent from my supervision. Take yourself to Adventurers Guild and try taking on a task or two. Yeah, because this is all from the other quests I've done. You would not believe what just happened, Bear. Gigi touched my bottom. I was assisting one of my goldsmiths when he reached out and grabbed it without warning. Then he has the gall to say that my bottom lacks efficient shape and tone. I felt so violated and insulted. I'm glad Robert wasn't here to... Oh, that reminds me. Robert was back again with another commission. This time he wants a pair of fang earrings and brass gorget made. And not by just any goldsmith, mind you. He specifically requests the artisan who crafted the copper rings. That's you, Bear. You must be really impressed by your work. They're not even high quality, too. When the accessories are ready, pray present them for my inspection. I want to ensure that Robert's completely satisfied. Why don't you just use your mouth? Fang earrings and brass gorget. Okay, there's a necklace. Fang earrings and brass gorget. Okay. Hard leather and hard leather. Teddy, 2 hard leather. Why did I do that? Please don't help me. Impressive work, Bear. Clearly have an affinity for brass. The fine touches on these earrings in particular are... Fangs, brass, this present a dilemma. I should not like these items, but they here fresh. Your numerous mistakes, when taken together, give them an equality. I am in every serendipity. Her marriage blossoms of untone buttocks are... GG, I have you know that my bosom is quite ample and my bottom is as firm as it can be. I simply don't wear clothing that... Wait, this has nothing to do with anything. I refuse to be party to a debate over my own body parts. We were talking about the earrings and the gorget you made, Bear. Both called for brass, which is more useful than you may realize. While it isn't the fanciest metal around, it can be made to resemble gold in appearance if shaped and polished well. And despite Gigi's comments, I believe you've done an excellent job. Robert will doubtless agree. Since he requested that you make these items, I suppose you should be the one to deliver them. You'll find them outside as before. Good to see you again, Bear. I take the earrings and the gorget already? By the gods, the craftsmanship is exquisite. This isn't gear to be worn, but art to be admired. It is a little wonder that Serendipia was named Guildmaster at such a young age. She's a woman of incompetent talent and rare beauty besides. What? It was you who crafted these? Well, now, this is an unexpected development. I will have to keep my eye on you and your lovely Guildmaster. My thanks, Bear. You thought it was my handiwork? I don't know what to say. For a customer to mistake your work for mine speaks to your growth as a goldsmith. At the rate you're improving, I can only imagine what customers will be saying about you years from now. I'm saying you suck. Bear, oh god, you should have seen it. It was glorious. A golden brown apple tart freshly baked by a Bismarck trained chef. I was saving it for an afternoon snack, but the moment I turned my back, that little terror ate it. Gigi ate it. Moments can't even taste food. And then he had the nerve to criticize my diet, saying it would lead to further devotion from conventional standards of beauty. Ugh, gods, I just... Pardon my outburst. That's not why you're here. Keeping your skills sharp, I trust. You know, it occurs to me that the past 2 tasks I gave you weren't proper lessons. How about I teach you something new? What do you know about materia? Wait, don't answer that. Even if you're familiar with it, 'tis my duty as a guildmaster to instruct you as applications to our craft. So, let's review the basics. Materia are special crystals you can use to enhance the properties of items. Now, attaching these crystals require an artisan's touch, so for this lesson, I want you to attach materia to an item. Not any item, mind you, but a staghorn staff, which I could have crafted yourself. This particular staff may prove difficult to construct, if only because the requisite horns must be cut from antelopes, which are not native to Thanalan. If you wish to purchase some, you might have some luck searching over at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. If that doesn't yield what you seek, a trip to Gridania may be in order. There are numerous types of materia out there, but it's entirely up to you what you use. I'm only concerned with your ability to attach it, after all. Oh, and I almost forgot the most important part. If this is all talk of materia makes absolutely no sense, you could go to Central Thanalan and learn from Master Mutamix himself. Though, to be honest, I don't understand a word he said. No questions? Splendid. Off you go, Bear. Which still doesn't make sense because they teach you how to do this shit in the story, and you can't... I'm pretty sure you can't do it until the story. Staghorn stat. Don't I have one of those from being a... Yeah, I do. Man, nothing's ready. I just have something in here that I can extract material from. I have stuff that's close, but... Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to just put one of mine in. Let's put craftsmanship, I mean, yeah, control 1 in. That's not a huge loss. The crystallized essence of past experience so easily inherited. This is all rather silly. Would it not be more simple to attach materia directly to self? Gigi would be glad to try integrating crystals into a Great Horn Skull. No, bad Gigi. That isn't how material works. Oh, please don't misunderstand him, Bear. I'm certain that he means well. As for your staff, it is very well made, and the materia is perfectly melted. Nicely done. Even though I didn't make the staff myself. Perhaps you're wondering who would prefer a staff with a headpiece of bone over one studded with jewels? Well, the thaumaturges favor such equipment. Yeah, where do you think I got this from? Fangs and horns are weapons of beast, used to kill and defend. Few materials are better suited for those for channeling the dark arts, or so I understand. The furthest thing there is from a trained thaumaturge, but even I can sense the arcane magics residing within the staff. Anyway, I trust you've learned something today about the importance of searching the markets and about how to handle materia. I hope this knowledge serves you well in your future endeavors. Oh, Bear. I was just hoping that you would come by. You see, something's happened to Gigi. Recently, he started acting strangely, even by his unusual standards. Anyway, I believe I've determined the cause. It's quite complicated, but to put it simply, he's breaking down. I can handle the repairs, but I need to count on you for something. I need you to make an ingot of silver, not any ingot of silver, mind you, but a high-quality one. It may seem daunting, but I have every confidence that you can handle that. Funny, because I also need silver for personal projects, too. And South Shroud Upper. But that's going to be obviously as a minor. So, I'll probably do that another time. I'm gonna continue on with Thaumaturge. I mostly did that all in this room because, well, the monk quest led me there. So, let's go finish up with what I was doing as a Thaumaturge. Bro. Find out Kakabuchi reports to specific locals. So Mormo has chosen this as her new hunting ground. The maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to her fully restored power. I fear they will have already been slain. As for the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine what Mormo intends for the thaumaturge. We must find and warn those unwitting Lomensians before the Void Send strikes again. You were told that they might be headed north, yes? It would be best for you to follow suit. Why not? I knew that for. I do need that for thermometers. Oh. Ponchon just finding somebody to lurk in. Still here. It's still here, somewhere close. Methinks, lad. Me head. That little bastard said he would give us the Grand Tour of Ul'dah. It's been grand alright. Please, he took me mate further north. Think he was muttering something about Moondrip. Bear, what has been fallen? I sense the presence of Voidsent, but it appears you have things well in hand. Yeah, Mormo is in Moondrip, a fitting place for the battle to come. It's time to finish this, my brothers. Kokobushi will be slave to that fiend no longer. Oh, you asshole. I shall approach Mormo first, as we discussed. If the bargaining proceeds smoothly and the Voidsent feasts on my proffered mana, then she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once Mormo is fully present within this realm, that is when you unleash the seething power of the Abyss. Though, after lecturing for so long on how the Thaumaturge should avoid such threats, I have yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. Bear, in your experience, what do you consider to be the Thaumaturge's greatest strength? Overwhelming and destructive might. Yes, there are none who can match our prosperity for fiery ruin. We need not run from danger, but rather employ our unrivaled powers to incinerate all that seek to do us harm. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo. Ending her threat is to this realm. Enough, Mormo! Well, if it isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers. I thought you'd be busy whimpering under your bed, wishing that I'd just disappear. I've come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to sustain your true form, but how much time do you intend to waste feeding on these lesser mages? Compared to these stripling sorcerers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take what I can give you? Join my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I'm sure you think of me a coward, but that is no coincidence. I only wish Kokobushi returned to us unharmed. Hee! You are wise to acquaintance, mage. At last, at long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of old arcane muscles is in order. Oh, no you don't, Void Scent. We won't let you leave here alive. Hey, so you risk your lives as the valiant rescue attempt. You should not bet what you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the aether from your very marrow. Why are you guys using fire too? It doesn't do as much damage. Yeah, so come back to me. Why don't you come a little closer? Ah, you bitch. Yeah, it definitely doesn't do more. No! For centuries I've dreamed of escape. I will not be defeated! We won? We won! Victory is ours! Kakabusi, Kakabuki, Momoro is dead! What? Where am I? Thank Thal, you're awake. Kokobuki, Kokobusi has returned to us. Our sibling has yet to stir from his solemn stupor. Bookie? His etheric channels have contracted. They are barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we do not increase his capacity for ether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. My mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it just might be enough. I see the battle ended, as I expected. You did it, Kokobusi. Your alchemy saved him. And we would not have prevailed without you, Bear. We will bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray meet us there when you might properly express our gratitude. Hello. Fuck, dude. Get me the hell out of here. Holy fucking shit, is that a bear? No. It's a handsome, sexy man. Blocked and reported? Wow. Yeah, I think you'd make a great snack in my belly. Thank you, Bear. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which thaumaturgy is capable. The raw power and audacity of your magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. I thought Thal himself has fingers in my throat, but this sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. As for you, Kokobusi, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power you wield. Bear, you have exceeded my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a thaumaturge, I shall impart some of the guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward. It is a defense weaving of energies that blunts the force of any attack made against you. I am sure you can understand why we do not teach this secret to every stray hedge wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you've experienced the deadliest threats and the joy that comes with their obliteration, I am certain that you are eager to explore just how deep you might descend in the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. I, for one, look forward to hearing of your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Give me those gloves. Mana ward. Bear, I've been waiting for you in a way. Please, let me explain. Do you know of the Marajasa Pit? It is a prison here in Oda. In prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear the voice of Nald Thal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years in a life sentence. But he knew of you by name, Bear, and maintains the trader's demand you win the gem of Shatoto in exchange for his release. A farce, no doubt. I make it for nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a well-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. How do you have a sweaty tooth? Anyway, but I fear the only way to be sure is to free him from the pit. The prisoner's name is Kukuruka Tataruka, and as of his story, and if his story were not proof enough of his lunacy, he also styles himself a black mage. But such magic was lost to Aoris centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he will fool with such rubbish? Was there no black mages back in fucking 1.0? How does this work? Nevertheless, he has invoked the name of Nald Thal, and so the order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I am still no believer, you have come as he said you would. So, let us get to the bottom of this, shall we? It may be that you are an agent of fate, or perhaps you are merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask that you travel to Highbridge in eastern Thanalan, seek out the planar fissure, a rift between this world and the next, fell whatever beast might lurk there, and water the earth with their blood. According to our gold mummer, doing so will give rise to the gem of Shatoto. The gem is no more than a pretty stone oft mentioned in bedtime stories and tales of fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. Taking the black. Alright. I've been going for 3 hours. I did quite a bit of quests. That's where I'll be ending it today. So, thank you for joining me tonight. I did quite a bit of class questing. So, let's raid out, shall we? And of course, tomorrow, Ragnolf and I will be taking on Titan, and we'll see what else we get up to after that. I thought I saw somebody I might want to raid. Let me check. Alright, maybe somebody is playing Final Fantasy. Thanks for the stream, thank you for having me. Okay. How about we rate somebody new? A fellow furry doing some A Realm Reborn content. Or at least Final Fantasy 14. You gotta pay it forward, you know? Let's see. A bear is with you is my raid message, like always. Add my emotes if you've got them. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.